light in me, sees the light in you. Welcome to your messages. Today we're going to pull some cards, and I also went to the Oracle in A Course in Miracles. And it was a long reading, but the message I got was, we are not separate from God. So the message is, we are not separate from love. And when we think we are a body in this world, and God is somewhere far up in the sky or away from us, it is when we suffer, we feel guilt, because our mind is very, very powerful, and somehow we know that. So we also know that we are the Son of God, and so when we play the game of being a person in a body, then we have guilt. It's unconscious guilt. So we're going to pull some cards and see what messages want to come through, with the foundation being, I am not separate from God. I can make all decisions with God in every moment. So I'm not alone in the world when I connect with my source. So let's see, a card fell out as I was shuffling, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. And this just really talks about contemplating God, like contemplating all the gifts that you do well, all your talents, all the things that you do. This card is talking about doing them all connected to the source, because when we do things and feel like we're doing it as a person in the world, and we have this desire to do and build things and get like we were raised, that whole belief system needs to be undone, so that we're just in the flow of life and doing things in every moment with our Creator, with love, with our source. And it's a whole thought system that needs to be turned around. So yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, it talks about doing the work you love, doing purposeful work, doing the only work there is, which is forgiveness, and using all the symbols. And she's holding a candle there. So whatever is in front of you, whether it's a marriage or children or a job in the world or a retreat, the Spirit is saying that just invite the Spirit inside of your mind before you say, do, or judge anything. It's really a thought system that will be reversed, because inside the mind of Christ, the child of God, there is an I don't know mind, and it asks for everything to be interpreted. It doesn't just see a tree or a friend or a child and go through a repeating day of, let's get to school, let's walk past this tree. It's really eyes of a child of wonder saying, what is this? I've never seen a tree. I've never met this person. But it's going to take consistent awareness, consistent focus, consistent, the willingness to not judge what you're seeing, because it's a pattern. It's an automatic response, and it keeps us in this world of pain, suffering, and form. It's like the Buddhists say, that you just keep coming back lifetime after lifetime until we wake up. But A Course in Miracles says all you need to do is get very, very present, let go of the past, let go of the future, and ask the Spirit in your mind for a reinterpretation of everything, everyone, in every moment. So simple, but the patterns and the habits and the beliefs need to be reversed. But yeah, the way is simple. The way, the truth, and the light is, in the Course in Miracles, it's Jesus. So let's see what fell out. Good. So 3 cards again today, and the Ten of Wands is the end of a heavy, heavy, heavy load being laid down, like a cycle of just all the burdens in the mind, all the worries, all the projections, all the fears. It's time to lay it down. Like, you can't travel with all this baggage. So the Spirit is saying, you don't need any of it. Like, free the oxen, put down the suitcase, just leave them where they are. Drop everything. Yes, just drop everything and come into the arms of God. And here we have, really, the Queen of Cups is talking about a surrender. And the water that she's in represents being in her heart. So the water represents coming from a place of, like, not just saying prayers, like repeating Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, which is a lovely prayer, but the Spirit is saying, find the feeling of love within you and compassion and gratitude, and then surrender to divine light, love, intelligence, really letting go of everything you think you know. So this really is talking about the mind being cleared out and coming from a place of gratitude, heart-opening love. These cards do represent, the beginning of the end, leaving everything we've ever learned behind and stilling the mind in every moment and asking for a reinterpretation of everything we're thinking and doing and seeing and believing, and surrendering to the will of God, surrendering, which is our own will, asking for only what we truly want. Because when we go for things in the world, we go through this cycle of pleasure and pain. And when we get what we want, when we get what we think we want, it's never what we had imagined it to be, because it's not about the destination, right? It's really about doing everything with purpose. It's about, there is nowhere to go. There's no destination. It's about doing everything with the purpose of love, of being shown, of not knowing, because we want to undo this repetitious cycle of believing that we are born in a world, we suffer, and we die. We can live heaven now. Heaven is a state of mind, and it looks like this. It's a surrender. It's a surrender to the unknown. And the Spirit will use these symbols of everything you do know. This is great, because she's looking at this candle, really trying to figure out, what is the candle? That's how I'm interpreting this. Like, she's got all these symbols in the world that she can either do what she's been told to do, continue the cycle of getting it right in the world, wanting to be seen in the world, wanting to be known, having worldly goals, or she can say, how would you like me to use this candle, Holy Spirit? That's what A Course in Miracles is. It talks about letting go of everything you think you know, letting go of the entire past as you know it, letting go and going on a new journey without the past, without the baggage in the mind, and surrendering to a life that is guided in every single moment. It's kind of like, the way to do that is to get really quiet in the mind and ask for the small, still, quiet voice. Because if we don't, then the ego is really, really loud, and it takes over with fear, and it says, do this, go there. But it's coming from a place of fear, and any decisions that we make based on fear are going to backfire. So we don't want to make any decisions until we have actually paused and gotten very quiet and asked the Spirit, is this really what you would have me do? Is this going to bring me joy? Is this going to bring me peace? So yeah, it's the reversal of a whole thought system, and it's It takes focus and practice, but it's yours for the taking if you choose. So thanks for joining me here. Those are the messages I have for you, and I will see you next time. It's the love inside of my heart trying to break through. It's the light in me that wants to love you.